Hello, my loves, and welcome to today's video tutorial, writing a rockstar paragraph, what you need to know, and how to rock it. So let's get started. What are we learning about here? Well, paragraphs, what they are, what they have, and a beginning introduction to them. This is the first of some lessons that we're going to do on paragraphs and then essays, which are just a bunch of paragraphs together. Why does it matter? Well, because when ideas are grouped together, it's easier to read, and you'll be writing paragraphs and essays for the rest of your academic career. Now, I know it must feel like I say that a lot because it feels like I say it a lot, but it's true. So the earlier you can develop this skill, the better off you'll be. Our learning goal for this tutorial is I can understand and identify the parts to a paragraph. So can you repeat that with me? I know, super dorky, right? I can understand and identify the parts to a paragraph. If you can do that, then you will have succeeded. So a snapshot of what you rock stars already know. I so much appreciate all of your responses on our KWH chart. And this is just an overall overview of what you said you already knew. They have multiple sentences. Your answers varied from like 3 to 8 sentences. We'll find out what's correct. They all have proper punctuation. That is totally the truth. You indent each new paragraph. Absolutely. You got it. Each paragraph is different, so you're not always writing the same thing, for sure. All paragraph writing needs to be your own writing and original. Love it. Some carryover from that plagiarism tutorial. Rocking it. Use proper spelling and grammar, for sure. Look at how much you already know. Now we're going to keep on fine-tuning this to make it 6th grade appropriate. A lot of you we're also curious about the differences between paragraphs and race. Well, when you're writing a paragraph, it's 5 to 8 sentences. It's organized by topic. You have a topic sentence, supporting details, and closing sentence. If those are new vocabulary words, don't worry, we're going to go over them. They may or may not have text evidence. It depends on what you're writing the paragraph about. Race responses are different. They follow a formula. They have the restate, answer, cite, and explain. And while paragraphs do kind of have a formula of topic sentence, supporting sentences, closing sentence, it's different. You must incorporate text evidence and an inference in your race response. So we're going to build on what we learned with race responses with our paragraphs, but they're different. So that may end up being a relief for you. If some of you are like, oh, thank God, I'm so over race responses. I feel your pain. We're going to move on. So we're going to take some notes, not plagiarism notes, paragraph notes. You're going to take some notes by hand on paper. You're going to pause the video when I say to pause it. You're going to write the notes down by hand into your writer's notebook. I gave you those writer's notebooks before school closed in person in March, so you should have them. Or just grab some paper from at home. Why? Now, we know that handwriting notes helps us better glue the information into our brains. Plus, then you can look back at them when you need to answer some questions. You're going to title your page, Paragraphs. We're going to take 3-column notes today. Again, I just think that they're so helpful for organizing our information. We've got vocabulary, definition, and example. Now, you'll notice that my vocabulary column is the smallest because I want a definition and example to be bigger, so you should set up your notes the same. Pause the video. Set up your notes. Vocabulary, definition, example. Got it? Awesome. Our first vocabulary word to copy down, paragraph. It's a group of usually 5 to 8 sentences that center around or focus on one topic. Pause the video, copy it down. A paragraph is a group of usually 5 to 8 sentences that center around or focus on one topic. No example to write down. Pause the video, copy it down. Our next vocabulary word is a topic sentence. Now, a topic sentence is one sentence that introduces the reader to the topic. It states your claim or the paragraph subject. It comes at the beginning. It is your first sentence in a paragraph. For example, dogs are much better pets to have as compared to cats. Sorry, Miss Cousins, it's the truth. So you'll see that my topic of my paragraph is going to be about why dogs are better than cats. Pause the video, copy all that down. The vocab, definition, and example. Pause it, copy it. Awesome. Next up, we've got our supporting or body sentences. There are 3 to 5 sentences that give details and evidence to the claim or topic. Some examples. One reason dogs are better is that they are always happy to see their humans because they unconditionally love their owners. Dogs can also learn tricks, so they are smarter than cats. Lastly, dogs are better because you can take them places like on hikes, swimming, and camping, and they love it. So pause the video, copy that down. Supporting sentences or body sentences, 3 to 5 that give details and evidence to the claim or topic. It might sound kind of familiar to citing evidence, and it's true. Sometimes you cite it from a book, sometimes you just cite it from what you know. You got it? Let's move on. A conclusion or closing sentence is a sentence that comes at the end of a paragraph to conclude the claim or topic and supporting evidence. It's always worded differently than the topic sentence, so it is kind of similar to your explain, but different. For example, in conclusion, dogs are superior pets for humans to own over cats. So those are your conclusion or concluding or closing sentence. Comes at the end of a paragraph and it ties everything up, but it's different than the topic sentence. So pause the video, copy it down. Transition words. Transition words are phrases or words that are used to connect one idea to the next. They help our writing flow. Some examples: first, next, last, in conclusion, to summarize. So transition words, they help our writing flow better. They connect one idea to the next. Next, first, last, and so forth. Pause the video, copy it down. Here are some more examples. If you're comparing things, you might say in the same way, similarly, likewise, like, as, also. Remember, comparing means finding things that are the same. If you're contrasting, means you're finding differences, but, yet, otherwise, however, on the other hand, still, although, even though. Those would be if you're contrasting or showing differences. If you're emphasizing a point, you might use this transition words of, again, for this reason, in fact. If you're concluding, you might write in conclusion, finally, to summarize, to sum it up, all in all. You don't have to copy those down. I just wanted to show you some more examples of them. But you are going to copy these down. Paragraph expectations. So these are the general rules and regulations of paragraphs. They have 5 to 8 sentences. Some people just go with straight 5. That's fine to start. Sometimes you have so much evidence and other things you want to say as part of your body sentences that you want to make it longer. That's totally okay too, 5 to 8. They always use formal and academic writing. Always. Even if you're writing about something as non-formal and academic as why dogs are better than cats, you're still going to use that formal and academic writing. You're going to begin each of the 5 sentences with a capital letter. We learned all about that a couple of weeks ago, so best be starting it. Vary your sentences. What does that mean? It means don't make them all the same or similar wording. So, for example, you would not say, I like dogs because they are cute. I like dogs because they are furry. I like dogs because they are funny. Those all start the same, and it is a snooze fest to read. So, find other ways to say it. You're going to end each sentence with a period. Sometimes it's a question mark or an exclamation point, but for the most part, it's a period. Each paragraph is indented. So you already knew that, which was awesome. You're going to hit the tab on your keyboard, or you can skip 5 spaces, or if you're handwriting, you just kind of skip over maybe the width of your thumb when you're writing. You got all of those? So pause the video, copy those down if you didn't already. Pause and copy. We're almost done with notes. I swear you're going to copy some more down. So copy these down into your notes. Here are some reasons you're going to tell you. Those are some reasons. Oops, too far. Copy those down. Did you copy them down? Did you pause the video? Copy them down? Cool. Cross them out. Cross them out right now. Put a line through it. Put a big old X, because I never want to see those in your writing. Those are for babies. You are no longer babies. You are 6th graders. You are growing up, and that kind of writing has no place in this house. Nope. Not going to happen. You got it? Awesome. Your hand feel okay? We're working on our stamina still. You're all set with notes. Awesome. Here's an example of a paragraph. And it does have the word I in it, so it's not the best example, but it shows you how it's indented there. Do you see where that arrow is? You don't have to draw an arrow, but that's what it means to indent. It's tabbed over. The warm weather allows me to play outside. That's the topic sentence. It tells you what this paragraph is going to be about. I play under the sprinkler with my brother. That's an awesome supporting sentence. We run through the water and I scream each time. At night, I play hide and seek with my friends. I usually hide behind a big bush. I love it when the weather is warm. So that's we've got some body sentences. That concluding sentence is different than the topic, but it still is the similar thing. I also want you to start thinking about paragraphs as hamburgers. Hamburgers. I personally prefer a nice, delicious turkey burger, but a part of a paragraph. So your topic sentence is like the top bun. It tells the reader the main idea or what the paragraph's going to be about. Then you've got your meat and your other fixings inside. So supporting sentence 1, 2, and 3. Think of that as however you like to eat your burgers. Maybe it's lettuce, tomato, onion burger. I personally enjoy some barbecue sauce, American cheese, and a turkey burger. But, YOLO, your choice. And then your concluding sentence is like the bottom bun, right? So the topic sentence and the concluding sentence are similar. They're made of the same ingredients because they're both a bun, but they're differently worded. And then in the middle, it would just be whatever makes up your hamburger, whatever you're writing about. So start thinking about paragraphs as hamburgers. And I say that not to make you hungry, but to notice the differences. Now, Mr. Morton and I both wrote some hamburgers. He took a different stance. And his paragraph reads, cats are clearly a best pet a person can ask for. So there's his topic sentence. You'll see that I color-coded it so that you could see the two different topic sentences for both of us. Sure, dogs are friendly and fun, but when it comes down to it, nothing beats the companionship and love from a cat. So that's his supporting sentence number 1. It gives specific details why he thinks cats are better. Supporting sentence number 2, although both popular pets like to cuddle their owners, cats don't hurt when they jump on you. Well, you know what? Mr. Moore's got a point there. And then his last supporting sentence says, or body sentence, felines are also great at keeping themselves clean, and one cannot say the same for their canine friends. Well, he is certainly right about that because my dog is covered in mud a lot of the time. And then his concluding sentence, dogs get the name of man's best friend, but cats should be known as the pet for all people. So you'll notice his concluding sentence and his topic sentence are similar because they're talking about how cats are better, but they're differently worded. They're two different things. And then if you'll notice in my hamburger paragraph, it's one you already read, where I talk about why dogs are much better to have than cats. So you'll see that we both wrote 2 hamburger paragraphs. You can see by the color coding, it kind of matches that hamburger there in the middle. But what is inside of them is totally different because we have different opinions and we're also different writers because every writer will write things differently. Even if he was writing about why dogs are great, we still would have worded it differently because we're different writers, and that's how it works. So now it's time to put your skills to the test, my friends. You're going to take the Google Forms quiz in Classroom, see if you can identify and understand those parts. You're welcome to use your notes. In fact, I encourage you to use your notes. Otherwise, what was the point of taking them? And you can do corrections afterwards to raise your grade. Email me if you have any questions or concerns. I love and miss you all so very, very much. I desperately wish we could be doing this learning together in person, but this is the best it's going to be. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That is my dog, and he says woof, 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 which means I think I love you also, and that he hopes you're doing well. Okay, bye.